The city of Madison is a diverse community. But just how do people of different backgrounds communicate, whether it be economic, educational, or ethnic? A professor in the University of Wisconsin-Madison School of Journalism is studying how people converge around different topic areas through social media.
For example, one of the projects I mentioned, Digital Divide Pilot Project, was where we had people from inner city Detroit and we had people from rural areas in the state of Wisconsin, and they were all interacting together on social networks around different topic areas. In some cases, it was about mindfulness and spirituality, which was less religiously focused, but more about kind of meditative and kind of self-control states. And in other cases, it was more around religion and religious belief. And those groups interacted as long as they had common themes that they shared. It was less about their demographic differences and more about their shared interests.
In a similar way, students on the UW campus find friends around common interest areas, like Siaza Namura.
Yeah, so sometimes we try to do like discussion sessions that people can just like come and talk about things happening in Malaysia. So last year we hosted one that we were talking about like the racism in Malaysia, like how right now because there's like a conflict in Malaysia that they're talking about all the different races and how one is superior than the other, kind of like what do you call this? Can't remember the name for the white privilege. The white privilege. So they were talking about that back in Malaysia because there's three main races in Malaysia, like the Malay, which is me, and then the Chinese and the Indians. So because the Malays are kind of like the people who were there in the first place, so they keep on talking about how the Malays should get all the rights. The Malays should be like higher than like all the Chinese and Indians and stuff. So whenever we have an event there, when it's time to eat, we'll sit in a group, and then while we eat, we talk about like what's happening in Malaysia, like what can we do from here to like help out or things like that, or like what can we do after we graduate. So we talk about that as well. So mostly I hang out with Malaysians, like my students or friends, but.
Emily Yee, another student we talked to, discussed navigating life on campus and the impact of having friends from a diversity of backgrounds.
Sometimes I feel like I have to navigate someone else's space.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I can't make it my own.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Interesting.
I'm a part of Asian American Student Union, and I was a lot more active in it my freshman year, but that's kind of where I met a lot of at least my Asian friends in Madison. So we do talk a lot about, it's mostly about similarities between how we've grown up, especially with family ideals, like kind of, I guess you could say, we always talk about like our parents, like how we've been disciplined as kids. So when there's like a space for it, ASU like provided me a space for that. I've lived in a lot of areas, so a lot of my friends are from very different backgrounds.
Do you feel like people at Madison do a very good job of interacting with people from different backgrounds than themselves?
Student body could use a little work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I've met quite a few personalities who kind of have this like air of arrogance or like feeling of entitlement almost. Like this is my space.
Yeah.
I know what goes on. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I kind of wish I would see more intersections with all of them. They all kind of seem very compartmentalized. They're kind of like here, and here.
Yeah.
I wish I could see like more interaction.
So
I think like the next step would be to like merge. Even though we all look very different, we come from different backgrounds and stuff, we should still be able to feel like we're a part of Madison, right?
Yeah.